Okay, so we're going to talk about verbos irregulares today. Um, it should sound kind of familiar because we've talked about them before, just they look a little bit different. So if you remember the verb cerrar, cerrar is one of these irregular verbs because it has a spelling change. So hopefully you remember that E changes to IE. So when you conjugate it, like if you wanted to say the store closes, it's cierra. Okay. And it changes, right, the spelling to CIE instead of CE. Other verbs that function this way were like preferir, querer, and so on, right? So we had that spelling E to IE stem change. These verbs, same exact thing, but they are O to UE. Okay, so not the E to I. And hopefully you remember that they were called stem changing or boot verbs or shoe verbs because of the shape that is created in this chart when you conjugate. So one of these verbs, these ODUE verbs, is poder. So if you look, the yo form here of poder is puedo with a UE when it's conjugated, right? It doesn't follow the normal pattern. It's not podo, right? You have to do that spelling change, puedo. And that is going to be how they function for the rest of the forms here in the chart as well. So the verb poder, it means to be able to or can. So the yo form here in the box, it means I can or I am able to, right? Yo. Remember that two comes next. We have él, ella, usted, etc., etc. If you don't remember the subject pronouns, which, oh my gosh, I really hope you do. If you don't, I did upload a review in Canvas of the subject pronouns and then also the ending for AR, ER, and IR verbs that you can review and use to assist you in the assignments. Okay, so the to form is puedes, él, ella, usted, puede. So that's like you can, he can, you are able to, she is able to, right? Ellos, ellas, ustedes is pueden. I skipped there because hopefully you remember that nosotros and vosotros, they function differently. So these are our forms that change. These are the ones that go from O to UE. And they create sort of this boot, all right? You have to use your imagination here, right? We got a little shoe, a boot, whatever. Everything inside the boot changes. It has a spelling change. But the ones outside of the boot do not. So nosotros is podemos. We can or we're able to. And vosotros es podéis. You all can, you all are able to. So they do not change. They stay O. Okay, and that's going to be how it functions for all of the verbs that have this O to UE spelling change. So down here I have some of the stem changing or boot verbs that function the same way as poder, and I just want to go over what they mean. So please make sure that you know what these verbs translate to in English, because if you don't, they are completely useless to you. It'll be great that you can conjugate them, but if you can't use them in a sentence, then really what's the point, okay? So make sure, please, you write these down. Contar is to count. Recordar, although it looks like one word, it means another. It doesn't mean to record, it means to remember. Volar is to fly. Volver is to return, and then costar is to cost. These aren't all of them. This is just what your textbook focuses on, so it's what we will focus on as well. But you will learn more ODUE stem changing verbs in the future. Okay. So let's go down here y practicamos un poquito. The first one, I want you to conjugate costar according to la camisa. So we know that la camisa means shirt, right? That's like saying it. So it falls here. It's the third person singular, and it belongs with the same conjugation, same endings as the él, ella, usted form. Note though that costar is an AR verb, right? And poder is an ER verb, so you got to go back to your AR verb charts. Again, that document is in Canvas if you need to look at it. So to say like the shirt costs, we conjugate costar like this. Cuesta, okay? The shirt costs. So go ahead and try volar on your own. Volar, again, it means to fly. Pájaro means bird. So it's going to be like saying the bird flies. So give that one a shot. All right, and el pájaro functions like shirt does. It's like saying. So it's going to be vuela. Okay, try recordar in the yo form. I remember. Okay, you should have written recuerdo. All right. And then give volver en los estudiantes a shot. Okay, los estudiantes means the students, but it doesn't say los estudiantes y yo, right? You are not included. It has nothing to do with you. You are talking about the students, okay? So be careful with this one. All right, so this is kind of like saying they. You're talking about them, the students, like ellos, right? So it's vuelven. The students return. And then go ahead and give the last one a shot. Contar and nosotros. All right, hopefully I didn't trick you here. It is a nosotros form, which means it is out of the boot, right? Okay, so the spelling doesn't change. Contamos with an O, right? Because it's nosotros. We count. All right. Okay, so review these, review the subject pronouns and the AR, ER, IR verb charts, and please just let me know if you need help before you begin the assignment.